Hey everyone, Gigi here with spirit readings. And I know I'm so low, so we're just going to wait for people to pop in here and see what's going on, right? Hopefully more people will come in. We'll get some questions. Curtis was going to join me tonight, but he had something come up last minute, unexpected. So it's just me flying solo here. So hopefully get some people in and get some questions going, and everything will go good, right? Today is the 8-8 portal. And we have the full moon in Aquarius coming up tomorrow. It is the sturgeon moon. I flow effortlessly with life's currents, trusting my journey. So that is a good affirmation for the sturgeon moon. And it's just a really powerful time right now. And hey Jags, happy to see you. I was just talking about it being the 8-8 portal, and that tomorrow is the full moon in Aquarius, the full sturgeon moon. I flow effortlessly with life's currents, trusting my journey. So good to see you. Yeah, I'm solo tonight. It feels a little weird. But you can drop your questions, down below, and or over there in the chat, whatever the case may be. I did draw this card before I went live, the strength card, which is the energy of Leo, which, does seem fitting for this being the 8-8 portal, the Lion's Gate portal. So this is about our inner strength. You got this. Yeah, I'm trying to have it all on my own. It definitely feels weird, because I'm used to having someone to, I guess, play off of would be the right word. But hey, life do be life and a little too hard sometimes. We have things, come up. So it happens. And life, just works that way sometimes. But yeah, so strength is more about our inner strength, our inner wisdom, our inner guidance. The woman here has tamed this lion, which represents, our wild nature. We have eagles up there. They are birds of prey, strength, wisdom, foresight. They have, they're your eyes in the sky. Just waiting to get the report from my MRI. Any insight of what the report might say? Ooh, okay. This was on your hip, right? If I remember correctly. Let me make sure I start that. I know you are not a doctor, and you aren't. No, I definitely, I lead the doctor into the doctors. So, um, what I'm getting is like a pinched nerve. I don't know, exactly where it is, or I'm not being shown like like this is exactly where it is. But I know with you before, I felt a lot of pain in the right hip and down into I want to say the leg. And I get pain in this area too due to sciatica and, nerve damage and things like that. But I can definitely tell the difference between my pain and someone else's. So you can ask a question. Just make sure you put it in all caps for me so that I can see it. I'm glad you did the MRI, and I'm glad it went well. After who was it that told us the horror story of someone getting sucked into the MRI machine? Oh gosh. So thank you. My question is, I'm not sure how to say that name. A relationship with another woman behind me, but my English is not well. Can you text a little bit for me? Okay, let me finish with Jags, and then I will definitely get to that a little bit more. It isn't a pensioner. Okay. So I'm feeling a lot of pain, and but it is going down into, yeah, definitely feeling that swelling as well. Any swelling with that? Yeah. Okay. When I had hurt myself years ago, I fell off a ladder, or I came down off a ladder wrong. It felt like I had a fireball, like going from my lower back on the right side clear down into like my foot, like it would shoot pain, up and down. So like I knew I did some damage there. And not sure if you're experiencing exactly the same thing, but yeah, definitely a lot of pain. And it's like you're not getting clear answers. And I don't know. This is the right hip. Yeah. Right hip, maybe even into your lower back and then like down into your leg. Numbness, swelling, or inflammation, or the doctor term. I'm not good at that, but and then I'm trying to figure out what I'm being shown here, because like what I'm seeing is almost like an x-ray of like the pelvic into the hip. And like I know you didn't have an x-ray, I know you had an MRI, but that's what I'm being shown. So I'm not sure if it's that whole area that spirit is trying to show me, like pelvic area, groin area, into the hip, the lower back, and then down into the leg, like pain shooting. You did have x-rays and MRI. Okay. Um I feel like you're going to end up having surgery, but kind of like what I think it was last week with Steven and Curtis. I don't think it's going to be this year. I think you're going to have something else, and then your hip will be taken care of like sometime next year, maybe into late winter, early spring, somewhere in that time. Um, I'm telling you, like, that's what I'm being shown, like the x-ray, and all I can see is like that right part, like, uh, it would be like the pelvic going into the hip bone, and then, of course, being able to see like the bone, like behind, in your back as well. So, um, but I'm not seeing like anything broken. It does. It hurt. Yeah, it feels like, yeah, because, and I would be frustrated too, because it feels like you've been going round and round and having to fight every step of the way to even get something done. And, I'm supposed to get an injection in your joint. Okay. Um, I feel like it will help some. It is and has always been this hip. I I don't feel like it's broken, but almost like you're off balance a little bit because of this hip. Like maybe I don't want to say, like it falls out of the joint or something like that, but that's almost what it feels like it slips in and out of being, in the joint, and that is excruciating, white hot pain levels. Like I'm a pass out from this pain, and it just radiates and it pulsates, and that's what I'm feeling there with that. Now, I don't know exactly what the report's going to say. I hope you get good news, first and foremost, or I hope that they're able to figure it out and get you taken care of, because that's definitely important. Like, you can't keep going with this level of pain. And I don't know why they think you can, and it doesn't make any sense. But you really have to keep fighting. You really have to keep advocating for yourself, unfortunately, right? To get anywhere, to get anything done. And I hate to say that, I still kind of get the feeling something else will happen this year before the hip gets taken care of. But that's what it feels like to me still, like that time frame of how we discussed last week. And but in a way it's like, man, I can't keep going with this level of pain. Like, they just don't understand. I just have to wait and see what the report says and what the doctor is going to do. I probably will have to wait to get into a specialist and get surgery. It would be next year. And that's unfortunate because this really hurts. And I've had the pain in my right hip is worse too, or it was like my right leg, my left leg used to be my good leg, and then I had the strokes, and so now it's like I don't have a good leg. If that makes any kind of sense. But it's rough, and when you feel like you're constantly having to fight to get anything done, that just seems like it makes it even worse. And I hate that for you, Jags. I really do. All right, let's see. Oh, I finally figured out how to do that. My question is, I'm not going to say that name because I don't know how to pronounce it. Relationship with another woman behind me. So he's your ex. You're welcome, Jags. Thank you for your question. I'm sorry, it's just like, it sucks because it's like wait and see what happens, and you're like, I've been waiting to see what happens, and it's been crazy, or all right. So let's see what we get here. I'm gonna pull a few different cards here. We're gonna see what we get. Hopefully you're still here. I do be talking a while, so, you know, it happens. Let's see what else we have. So it does feel like he's meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship, like he is making connections. You guys could be a mirror for one another, mirroring each other's self image. Relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. Uh, so, when we mirror one another, it can also be called twin flame energy. I don't know if you are, how to really explain that, but before, some souls, start in the beginning you were one and then you split off into two separate beings. So when you mirror one another, it can be good and bad. So what you like in yourself, you may like in this person, and what you don't like, you may be like, oh, that really bothers me, right? I feel like there has been some disappointment with your ex here, disappointment in a friend or lover. I feel like he just couldn't live up to the expectations you had for him and for the relationship. There is secret admirer, so he could be admiring someone else. You may have a secret admirer you're not aware of just yet. There is a broom here for new home, new attitudes. So I feel like you sweep out the past and you make room for someone else. And, you know, there may this fair woman, even if you're not a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair, maybe he is attracted to someone that fits that description. Or it could also be that you are a fair woman. You are a just woman. I feel like you really did all that you could do for this person, and you wanted the whole shebang, right? But for whatever reason, so hasn't. I don't feel like he necessarily has another person right now. I feel like he is talking. He may be on dating sites or meeting up and dating, putting himself out there. I feel like I said, with that broom, the new home, new attitude, you sweep out the past, you let it go, and then you find the person that you could marry. Now, whether or not it is your ex, I don't think it is. Like, I'm not being led to that. I feel like he doesn't want to commit, and that's been a big problem. He's just not ready to commit to one person just yet. So, unfortunately, and sometimes we hang on, and because we really want something to work, and the more we hang on, the more stuck and stagnant we get, and then they're moving on, but we're not, right? And it's kind of like that case: if you love someone, set them free. If they come back to you, then they were meant to. But if not, but no, either way, you're going to be okay. You're eventually going to find your forever person that does want to commit, that, isn't looking for, if the grass is greener somewhere else. So don't lose faith, don't lose hope. Uh, like I said, it is the 8-8 portal. Tomorrow is the full moon. You can definitely write your intentions. I'm going to try to type in, hopefully, if someone else wants to help explain that as well. I don't feel like he has anybody, like, not just one single person, like he's talking to multiple people. He may even be on like dating websites, meeting people. I don't think he's cheating because she said he's her ex. If I understood it right. If not, that's my bad. Hopefully not cheating. That's pretty crappy. But what Spirit is giving me is, once you let this go, your life will turn out for the better. You will meet the person that you're meant to be. I don't feel like he is in a relationship with any one person. I feel like he is, oh, how do you say that? Like playing the field, keeping his options open, uh, you know, that sort of thing. I'm not really sure how to explain that. Yeah, he's flirting and he's friendly with other women, but it's not just one woman, it's multiple women, it is what I'm getting. He doesn't want to be tied down with just one person. All right, Priyanka. Hopefully, I am saying that right. Well, I have a reunion with my ex boyfriend. All right, let's see. Will you have a reunion? So, let's see. I am getting the scissors here that says that you have been disappointed in some affairs. So you may have to cut this person completely out, because if you're willing, to let go of the past and to, just let it fall away, the chair that he emptied will soon be filled, but it's going to be someone new entering your life, and you'll have lots of compliments from an admirer, someone that really thinks the world of you and wants to be with you and isn't playing games or, not wanting to commit. Again, I feel like there is a fear of commitment here. And, unfortunately, you can't force someone to commit if they don't want to, right? And I hate that. Like, if we could just have control of other people sometimes, right? Like a simulation. So I don't feel like there will be a reunion, but I feel like once you let let it go, you let yourself heal, someone even better is going to come along and sweep you off your feet. And that is what I have for you, Priyanka. And I apologize if it's not the news that you wanted, but I think it's for the best though that there's not a reunion between you and your ex. You may be friends at some point, like that may be possible, but I think it will take a while. So um, you're very disappointed though in how things ended and how he treated you. Like that is coming through very strong. So um, it's like he hurt you once, he hurt you twice. If you let him back in, he'll hurt you even more. And um, you don't deserve to be treated that way or to have all that pain dumped on you. And that's exactly like all it would be more pain. You can ask another question, Jags, and if you guys have more questions, uh no one else has dropped any down, and if the lurkers want to ask, they're more than welcome to, and if they don't, that's fine too. Hey, say hi. You're so welcome, Priyanka. You deserve so much better. And once you truly believe that and truly see it for yourself, it opens, a door for someone to really come in and really love you the way you deserve, and let you love them in return. So, that's just as important as being loved is someone allowing you to love them too. So you're very welcome. Thank you for your questions. I appreciate it. All right. I have some sort of partnership coming up. What area of my life is this partnership going to enter my life? So don't worry about the poor grammar, girl. If uh, let me see here. So it feels like it could be more than just one avenue. Um, a potential. I'm feeling business related. Um, whether you team up or they pour into your business or whatever the case may be there with that. But it feels like it has a potential to be more than that if you wanted it to be, I feel like. So, I mean, if you're open and ready to explore, other areas, uh, it feels like it could be more than just one, you know, it starts one way and then snowballs. And I think it would be really good for you. But I feel like it starts more of like business or intellectual or something along those lines, if that makes any sense. But you know me, I don't always make sense, right? uh, I don't know who it is, and people tell me it's somebody I know. I don't think it's someone you already know, but I think when you come together, it's going to feel like you've known him your whole life. And, and I'm seeing him. That's what I'm picking up on, that it's a man. Maybe it's, I will meet them and then know them before I get into a relationship with them from the, yeah, that's kind of what I'm picking up on. Like, it starts one way, but then as you work together and you get to know one another, and, it has the potential to, uh, turn into a relationship, and, I'm getting in the near future even. So I don't feel like it's too far off before you meet this person. I feel like it'll be before the end of the year, most definitely. Fall time. Sometime in October, maybe. I don't know. October is just popped out at me. I saw the pumpkins and does. Um, okay. Hold on. Is he happy or not with that new person? I don't think he is devoting his time and attention to just one person. So, um, I think, I think he is happy because, he's doing what he wants to do. But, like I said, I don't feel like he's just with one person. It's multiple people. So I don't think he has settled down or committed to one person. But yeah, he's happy because he's playing the field and getting to do what he wants to do. So, and it's not because it's one person. It's because he, flirting, having a good time, that sort of thing. Yay, weird stuff going on. Yep, October. This is supposedly destiny or fated to happen. Yeah, I definitely. He is serving. Yeah. Um, if you read what Jags put, he is serving himself, no one else. He's not yeah, he's not looking for love. He's looking for a good time. He's looking to have fun, pleasure, until he's bored and he's done, and then he'll move on to the next. Yeah, I definitely feel it's destiny, it's fated. Like I said, I don't feel like you have met this person yet. But like I said, when you come together, it's going to be like, my God, I've known this person my whole life, and I feel like it just clicks. And like there's a lot of mutual attraction, but there's also a lot of respect, like right out of the gate. So that's what I'm picking up on with that. But I feel like the approach, is more business intellectual related, somewhere in that. So I'm not exactly sure if you've been getting that from other people, um, or not. I'm gonna pop this one up there so maybe she can see that. Uh, I is your name? I am terrible with names, so I hate to even try. Yeah, he enjoys getting attention from many different women. It's like a game for him. He absolutely gets a high from it. It's a challenge for him to play with them, like a cat with a mouse, literally playing. And then there's going to come a time when he does want to settle down, and he may find it's not as easy as, because he's been putting out so much not good energy. But have faith that, better is out there for you. And Spirit is really saying that is what you should focus on, not what he's doing, he doesn't want the same thing that you do. So you would just be wasting your precious time spinning your wheels with someone who is not ready for a forever kind of love, a forever kind of commitment. Jags, I also got I will persist, my will is strong, waxing gibbous for you. So I feel like that's really a mantra for you. You know, you will persist, your will is strong, and people underestimate that sometimes. You are right about my guy. I had a prophetic dream about him years ago. And that's why I'm saying, like, you haven't met him yet, but you have. Like, he's familiar to you. And he is going to be exactly like your dream. Uh, yeah, it's definitely a prophetic dream. It is fate, it is destiny. Is this through my readings or art or book? I'm feeling art because, like, I could see like the canvas. Yes, thank you, Jax, for translating. Sometimes it's hard for me to get it out right, and you know, I struggle too with my words. So um, I apologize if I didn't make it uh, as clear as it could be. I suppose. Yeah, I feel like it's through your art. And I just had to smile because, like, I feel like, you know, it's something you really pour a lot of time into, a lot of love into, you know, a creative outlet, and he appreciates it. And, you know, that sets the spark, you know, or sets things in motion. You are, yes, you can do better than him. Someone that truly cares about you, absolutely. You know, so stop worrying about him, what he's doing, or who he's entertaining, you know, and focus that attention on yourself, on the fact that you can do better, that you will do better. I have no idea how I will meet this guy. I don't go anywhere. You sound like me. Um it could be an online type of thing, like whether it's like a friend's suggestion, or you pop up a picture. I feel like it's art related or book related, because I'm being shown like an art book or something. So I feel like it's a combination of art and book, if that makes sense. Sometimes what they show me, and I'm like, oh, well, let me try to interpret this the best I can. So I feel like he doesn't really go out much either. I feel like it's kind of like your two hermits. Oh my goodness, Jax. Yes, people bring up the book. The book has art in it. Okay, maybe that's what I'm being shown more. Like the art in the book catches his eye. And is it possible someone gives him this book? Like, I feel like he receives this book, whether he orders it or someone, you know, gives it to him. But there's connections already between you two. I think that's why people say you know him, because you do. but not on this plane. It's like in the, what would it be, the 5D. You are releasing a book on Monday. Hey, hey, congratulations. Is it the book you were showing me or a different book? This is so weird when you're doing it by yourself. I'm used to other people talking, and it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. Oh, gosh. So, like, whatever the case may be, eventually you guys come into each other's orbit, is what I'm being told here. So, they're like, don't worry about the how, the what, the where, the why, the when. Just trust and believe and know that it is going to happen. I know I fly solo myself, but this is my first time, so I'm just like, okay, self. Let's try to keep it going. You still love your ex very much. Will we be able to get back together someday? And does he still love me? All right, I'm going to ask Ostra here. Ostra, show me yes. Ostra, show me no. Ostra, show me maybe. All right, Ostra, when it comes to Kisna, I hope I said that right, and her ex, will they get back together someday? I am being given no here for getting back together someday. He doesn't love anyone as much as he loves himself. So very selfish energy with this. And you still love him, but he doesn't feel the same way. He does not want to be tied down to one person. It's just not what he wants. So, what Spirit is giving me is the best thing for you to do is let go and move on, because someone better and better suited for you that wants the same things that you do. But as long as you're holding on to your ex, you're blocking this from coming in for you. And I mean, and I know it's easier said than done to tell someone, "Oh, get over it," But I'm not meaning it like that either. Like, it takes time. We all heal differently, but the longer you hold on, the more you're stuck, the more Uh, the harder it is on yourself, and you know sometimes we just have to, like, I had to do it with some of my exes, and out of sight, out of mind, block them, don't go looking to see what they're up to anymore, that sort of thing. So live your life, and you know have fun, and find things that make you happy again. Does your guy live in California? What are you doing, Ostra? Okay, maybe. um if not, okay, let me see how this is coming through for you, Jags. I feel like maybe he was there sometimes, if that makes sense. Like, has different houses, different places he lives. The Bay Area. Again, I'm getting a maybe there. The Bay Area. He comes here for work. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like he does work and play, maybe like, like a vacation sort of thing, maybe to get away when things, life gets hard, He just enjoys being there, it's a break from his normal, 9 to 5 drag. I feel like he has the money though, if he's able to have, maybe if he doesn't have an actual house, but he has places he can go, like for work when he's working, he has a place he can stay. Is he an editor? Yes. So that makes more sense considering, your book. Like I said, I don't know if he buys it or if someone is like, hey, check this out. And he's like, oh, because that's kind of what I feel like. Like it starts on an opening like business and, discussing, um, your interests and your. So he is not in love with me anymore now. No, unfortunately. He only loves himself you know, uh, and his pleasure. That's the only thing he really cares about is getting what he wants. And I feel like he uses people. Will he find you through this book? Hold on. Let me reset Ostra. I think she's struggling a little bit. All right, Ostra, will he find Jags through this book she is releasing on Monday? Yes. Yes, he will. It may not be, right on Monday, but it could be a few weeks to a few months down the road that I feel like it comes across his desk. So I don't know, exactly how that's going to happen, of course, because I'm only being shown like a very brief flash of like someone handing it to him. I feel like he has like light brown or blonde hair. It's not real clear in this flash. I just get a real quick flash. It is going to take time for this book I'm releasing on Monday to get out there. Yeah, so I mean, like I said, again, October just feels like it's going to be a big month for you of like things coming together, falling together, making more sense, that sort of thing as well. So, I mean, like we know it's not going to happen, you know, Monday, right out of the gate. I mean, it would be awesome if it worked that way, but October, November, maybe even December. somewhere in like that time frame. So a few months, when it comes across his desk. I can't get a clear, like, by any decoration or anything of, if he decorates for the holidays or anything like that. But um, I feel like he's a serious person. Sorry, my cat is being crazy. She got up on my table earlier and tried to eat my board, and she didn't like it when I told her no. Someone said fall. So, yeah, like I said, hey, if it's not too late, yeah, no, it's not too late. So pumpkin is right on. Yeah, I definitely feel end of October, maybe the first part of November. I heard Black Friday, so you know, Black Friday sale. Hey, Brandon, happy to have you here. If it's not too late, may I ask if my manifestations will materialize within the next 3 months? Now is a really powerful time. We have the 8-8 Lionsgate portal plus the full moon tomorrow. So, if you're working on manifesting, right now is a really powerful, really strong time. And, Leo is fire. Fire is very fast acting. So, within the next 3 months, let's see, for Brandon, next 3 months, yes. Um, I'm hearing September. So, the seeds that you are planting now, towards the middle to the end of September, you will see things start to come in. And once it does, it builds up momentum, because you get excited, you get very happy that these things are coming in. You're like, oh my God, I'm blown away, like, look, I set my intentions. I trusted the universe. I believed that I could have these things, and look, they are showing up for me in a big, powerful, mighty, magical way. I'm really excited for you, Brandon. Like, and Spirit is even saying to set the bar high, be very detailed in what you are wanting, and then step back, release the outcome, and let the universe razzle dazzle. Like, your guides and your angels are like, these things are coming, these things are going to happen for you. Keep trusting, keep believing, and know that you are worthy and deserving of having these things. And oh, thank you, Jags. I always love your questions. You're so welcome, Brandon. Um, I feel like sometimes, we have to be more aware of the fact that we are literally manifesting all the time. So when we don't like what's coming our way, we have to really check in with our thoughts and our emotions, because when we manifest, or when we're telling the universe or spirit or whatever it is that you believe in personally, this is what I want, and everything. If in our head we're oh, it's never going to happen for me, or our feelings aren't matching the energy that we're trying to, we have to be balanced and in harmony. And to attract the things that we want, we have to vibe at that level. So if you want bigger, better, brighter things, you yourself have to step up, be bigger, better, brighter. I hope that makes sense. And that's something I'm still learning is, it's not just about the words we say, it's the thoughts we think, it's the feelings that we feel. And, we really have to believe, we have to know that we know that we know that these things are happening for us, even when it feels like nothing's happening, something is happening. I read something recently too that rejection is spirit's protection. So if it doesn't go exactly like you thought, or you get rejected in some way, don't focus so much on that rejection and be like, all right, spirit, all right, guides and angels, you are looking out for me. Whatever this wasn't meant to work out that way, or at all, because bigger and better is on the way for me. And in the long run, this would have hurt me instead of helped me. So thank you, spirit, for protecting me from any and all harm. And your kites and your angels, wow. um you have one that is like 7, 8 feet tall, and very, like wraps its wings around you, is what I'm being shown. And um wants you to know that you are protected from any and all harm. You are blessed. You are protected. Divine guidance, divine timing. I feel like you believe in these things, and it's like just sit back and watch, because things are about to really. And September is literally right around the corner, Brandon. So like I said, middle to the end. But you're planting these seeds now. So like you've tilled the ground, you've nurtured and these seeds, and the day we plant the seed is not the day we get the harvest. I wish it worked like that. Sometimes we get into this fast food mentality of, I've made my order, by the time I get around to the window, I want it to be hot, fresh, ready, good to go. But life doesn't always work that way. Sometimes things, especially big things, take a little longer. But I feel like the smaller things are going to start coming in, and that's going to boost your confidence. And you're going to be like, look, I believed this happened. I can have anything I want. I just have to believe I can. So, and I believe that you do, Brandon. You have, I'm seeing a lot of like yellow and orange in your aura. So very bright, cheerful, happy, bubbly, even like the happiness just bubbles up. And I feel like I'm about to start laughing. So if I do, no, I'm not laughing at you. I am laughing with you, because it is contagious, all this happiness, and it feels amazing. And you're putting out so much good energy into the universe around you, and it's going to come back to you tenfold. So that's what I choose to believe, and that's what I claim for myself. So we all need reassurance sometimes. Even I need reassurance. Sometimes I'm like, is that really, we all can doubt sometimes. And I appreciate you, Brandon. Thank you so much for being here and asking the good questions. So much goodness is going to start coming your way. And I feel like it trickles in. And then when you're like, hey, this is happening, more is coming, more will be added to me. So from September clear into December, I feel like it is just going to be magical. Yes, claim it 100%. Anything that you want, claim it for yourself. And I think I was saying it with Jags, maybe let go of the outcome, the when, the where, the why, the how, and just trust and believe that it's going to happen for you. Thank you, Brandon. Sending you so much love, light, and positive energy. I appreciate you too. Thank you. And I know you said you subscribe to my channel, and I absolutely love and appreciate that so very much. And Jax, if you have any more questions, go ahead. Or Brandon, if you have any more questions, drop them down below. I think we got 3 people watching, so maybe one's a lurker or one's me. I don't know. I have it on my phone, so maybe I am one of the watchers. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate it. I really do. I feel like, and Spirit's still downloading here, so things are going to turn around in your love, like in your relationships. Things are going to turn around, in your career, in your finances, and, the tough times. Spirit is here to remind you that it can't rain all the time. The sun is going to shine on you again, and lift your spirits and do the things like meditate, journal, claim the things that you want for yourself as if they have already happened for you, and be very grateful and very thankful, and you will have more things to be grateful and thankful for. Should I be turning out more books like the one on Monday as I work on the bigger book? So I feel like the bigger book is like the big project that's going to take a while. So I feel like maybe you'll do 2 to 3 more of the books like you're doing on Monday, is what Spirit is showing me. Like smaller things that you can get done, things that you can get out a little quicker while you're still working on like the pet project, or I don't know why it said pet project, but like your baby, the one that's going to take a while to make. My very first reading, you drew the wish card, and it's funny because I hadn't mentioned that. So that resonated as it relates to the manifestations. Yeah, I love that. I'm going to pull you a moon because, like I said, we do have the full sturgeon moon tomorrow. A good affirmation: I flow effortlessly with life's currents, trusting my journey. Okay, we have Moon Goddess Diana. I shine my light outwards for all to see. And like I said, I feel like you really do. You put a lot of positive energy out there, and that's going to come back to you. Hey, Teresa, there you are. Nice to see you. All right, let me see if I missed anything, because I've been over here talking. I'm so happy you're here, Teresa. If you have any kind of question, please drop it. Like producing small products alongside, yeah, I feel like you're gonna do that, and the success that you'll have with that, kind of helps keep you motivated. Should I have to move on from my ex? Well, that's really your decision to make. It would be in your best interest to, because I'm not getting any want to commit anytime soon. So you want different things, and it's just not going to work out. Like, I really feel like he uses women. He gets what he wants, and then he's done, and that's what I get. And I know that's hard to hear, but Spirit is saying, there's nothing there for you. Holding on is only going to hurt you more in the long run, because he's out there living his life, having a good time. Do you read on pets? I do, if they want to be read on, if that makes sense. So here are crossed over. Oh, he's going to have a spleen removed. Oh, my goodness. Here. Okay, yeah, still here. Is he showing signs of he's in pain? Or is he good at hiding it? First of all, I just want to say that I am hoping and praying that the surgery goes well for dude. That the surgeon's hands are steady, and that things no infection, no mishaps, nothing like that. That the surgery goes smooth from start to finish. But I can't do surgery because I have to remove my breast cancer. He acts fine. Okay. Yeah, because first of all, you have to take care of you. And I know that's hard because we really love our fur babies. We really want, them to be healthy. And um, I feel like he can wait another week. Is the spleen enlarged or swollen? Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that. And I'm praying also for you for the breast cancer. I'm going to pop this up. Does he have a narcissistic personality disorder because he always cheating, maybe? I mean, definitely feel like he's a narcissist, gaslighter. He, like I said, he's only out for himself and his pleasure, and he will use people. Whatever they will allow him to get away with, he will definitely do it. I don't want to say that this is not serious, with dude, because, it is, but what you're going through is more serious. And I feel like, he can wait another week or two, even. And anything to do with the vet is expensive, almost as much as a people, Is he also having liver issues along with his spleen or just his spleen? I feel like he still has a lot of years left to live. So his liver enzymes were high. I think one of my mini horses kicked him. Oh, you don't even know the price. Ooh, them mini horses can be mean too. So I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if that happened. So And I feel like you're doing what you can to help bring those down, like with diet. Yeah, because I'm feeling like it's swollen, it's inflamed, and like it's taking a while for it to heal on its own. I love his name though, too. Dude. That's so cute. I mean, he seems like he's a pretty happy go lucky dog. They are not mean. I just think he was in the stall with them and they were fighting over hay. Oh, okay, well, that. And then he accidentally got kicked instead of. I'm sure that didn't feel good at all. Your baby passed a couple of years ago. His name was Duke. Oh my gosh. Um, I had he was old. Yeah, my Sadie Mae girl, she was part lab and part blue healer, I think is what it was. And I think she got cancer. She was 10. She passed away, but I had never had an animal, a pet, that in tune with me. Like she would come and lay on my chest when like she could sense I was going to have a panic attack before I could. And there were times where like she would push me, like if I was in a chair, she would push me back or push me down on the bed and lay on me and it's hard to lose our fur babies. He was named Prince, but he is a dude. He's like, I'm a dude prince. That's what I am. I call the shots around here. I love that. Like I said, I feel like he's a pretty happy-go-lucky dog. You know, not much gets to him. You know, I mean, I feel like it hurts, but at the same time, it's been healing. It's just maybe healing a little slower than we would like, right? But man, getting kicked by a horse, I mean, that would probably take a while for the swelling and everything. And I mean, I feel like Jags Duke is around you. I've seen my I've seen Sadie May since she's passed. Like she came to me in a dream. I asked her, to she let me know she was okay. He does zoomies around me. Yeah. I feel like he had a lot of energy. He loved zoomies. Speaking of dogs, mine's over here chewing on herself. Reese, quit, mama. Quit, baby. He loved food. Oh my god, I'm very food motivated myself, so I I get it. My cat is very food motivated and she has finally discovered treats. So you shake the bag and she comes running. He is happy. Two women were doing long distance swimming and he thought he was going to save them. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I just feel really happy and excited in his energy. Like every day is a new adventure, and there's lots of things for me to sniff and lots of things for me to explore. And sometimes I get myself into trouble. Hello, Mama D. Love you. So glad you were able to pop in. Hope you are feeling well. It's just me flying solo. I think you were seeing Black Friday because that is probably when we will connect on another level. Lots of 5D connections, Julie. Like, I hope that makes sense. Like, you're not together on this plane yet, but ooh la la, where you are, it's on fire. He loves everyone. He really does. Uh, he doesn't know a stranger. Oh, pet me, love me. Here I am. Glad you are well, Miss Denise. We love you. We may be kind of winding down a little bit, just talking about dogs and future boyfriends and stuff like that. I hope everyone's had a good day. I've had a pretty good day. Um, Energies have felt kind of strong today with it being the portal and full moon tomorrow. I have another question. Moving anytime this year for me? I'm getting a no for this year, but I am being directed yes for next year. I'm hearing April. Like mid-April, probably, most likely. I feel like October is going to be a big month, a big turning point for you that sets the stage for movement, new direction, uh, that sort of thing. And I mean, considering how fast this year is going, April is really not that far away. But I feel like it's giving you plenty of time to uh, prepare for this move. Like I know mentally, you're ready. Hey, your guides and angels are telling you there's abundance on the way for you. So, having the money to be able to move, to be able to get into the home that you want, and feeling comfortable and plush, even like, ooh, a little Easy Street, maybe address on Easy Street for you. Energy is like calm before shitstorm. Exactly. And there's always a shitstorm a brewing, it feels like. Am I going to build my house? And is that why it will be in April? I do feel like it, like something no one's ever lived in before. It's yours, it's personal, and you're having the money to be able to do it. So, um, like your dream home is what I'm sorry about. Hey, we're grown here. I mean, we're not X rated, but we're grown. We're adult, but not X rated. And that's kind of what I'm leaning on too. I think we're going to end up building, um, and that's going to take a while, but I'm excited about it, even though it may be months down the road. Um, but I'm claiming the good things now. Ooh, I just felt like I got zapped in my hand there. I hate it when that happens when I'm holding stuff because I drop it, especially my left hand. But yeah, Teresa, I feel like Duke's going to be fine. I feel like his can wait. Yours is more important. It takes precedence, if I can even talk. Lacey, quit. I'm going to, man, stop chewing yourself. I gave her a flea pill and the fleas are going crazy. Thank you. You're welcome, Jags. Thank you as well. And, hoping and praying that everything goes well from start to finish with your home, that is blessed from the beginning. YouTube zap you because of my language. Dang it, you threw a wrench at me. That would be my luck. Bing! Right in the head, right? Did Mama D have a question at all? I know she was in here. Oh gosh, if YouTube was zapping me for language, I would just be zapped all the time. I have another question. How is my ex boyfriend doing? I mean, he's doing fine. He's happy. He's living his life the way he wants to. He's getting what he wants. So, he's he's doing okay. I feel like you're spending more time worrying about him, and instead of living your life. And, I'm starting to hear the Frozen song, "Let It Go," because once you do, you open the door for a better person to come in. I'm here just to. Oh, I'm sorry, your dog is sick. Sending some love, light, and positive energy. I would be over here with my arms and legs stiff up in the air like a cockroach struck with rain. If we hit him, zap me. Same girl. Oh my God. Yes, praying for your pups, for Duke and, oh my gosh, how did I just forget? Or not Duke, dude, and oh my gosh, Mama D's dog. I cannot think of her name. My brain is starting to get tired. Sorry. still got that image of the the stiff. Oh my god, that cracked me up. Whew. Praying for all the fur babies that aren't feeling good right now, and for the humans too, because they tend to worry about us. Like I said, my Sadie Mae girl, she could tell when I was gonna have a panic attack, and she would help me through it. And man, I really miss her. Oh goodness. I mean, it's not fair, but happiness is also a choice. So, when you stop worrying so much about what he's doing or what he's thinking or how he's feeling, and you decide to take back your life, to take back your power, and let him go fully and completely, each day you'll get a little bit stronger, and each day you'll be a little less sad. Can't catch me. Matilda, yes, her birthday's the day after mine. Yes, Matilda. I don't know why I couldn't think of her name. I'm so sorry. I am not good with names. Duke, dude, you're welcome. I know it's hard. It's real easy to tell someone to get over it, but you're going to do it at your own pace and in your own time. And you're the only one that can ultimately decide, to leave them alone, you know, um, just let him be, because he's going to keep doing his thing. And, he's just out to use and hurt people, and, being a narcissist, so that's not someone I would want around me, like that energy is not good. And um he he shouldn't commit to anyone, because he he can't be faithful, it is the thing. Thank you, Mama D. I am bad. Yeah, I love the name Matilda. Yes, I do too. It was one of my favorite names. That and Lydia when I was little. Cary Grant movies. Ooh, love me some old movies. When you said Duke earlier, it made me think of John Wayne. My papa used to watch those old, westerns all the time. Which movie are you watching? Me too, because I did too. I really loved John Wayne. Of course, he was already gone, I think, by the time I was born, but I really loved him. And try to think, Maureen O'Hara together. This one is A Touch of Mink with Doris Day. Ooh, Doris Day. I didn't have any girls, but I would have tried to name them Abby and Emma. I had nieces, and they are Abby and Emma. Almost named my first son Benjamin, My nephew has been love names. Yes. I mean, I had names picked out for my kids. Of course, I changed some of them, up as I got older and was like, I don't like that name anymore for whatever reason. They were great together. I really loved the Quiet Man. And what is the one? They're married in it. And like he bends her over his knee and spanks her. I forget what that one's called. Abby and Emma are really cute names. I have a niece named Emma. My mom would call me Abigail too, even though that's not. Have you ever seen the Thin Man series? No, I don't think I have. I'm not really one. I don't like scary movies, so I researched my entire pregnancy for every child. Oh, I was almost Summer was almost my name, or Spring. My mom was going to name me Spring or Summer, so probably looked it up, saw what the names meant. That's what I've heard of people doing that. Just to find the right one. Oh, it's an old black and white series. Oh, okay. No, I don't think I might have to look for it then. I'm surprised. I mean, I could have and just don't remember it too, that sort of thing. Grew up watching with my grandma, it was soap operas during the day, and then like what Dynasty and Dallas and Knots Landing and wrestling. My my grandma watched wrestling. The world is scary enough for me too, exactly. I don't mind like psychological thrillers every now and then, but I especially don't like horror movies like before I'm about to go to bed because, I don't want to have nightmares. For their names, I went through phone books, named baby books, family names. Yeah, I kind of did that too. And then after I lost, I was like, well, and then my eldest daughter, she probably would have been named Hannah, Hannah Grace, but she picked the name Kinley Murray, so I just let her, okay, you want to name yourself, great. Um, and then my youngest would have been Noah, and and then Dale for his middle name for his grandpa. And then the two in between, the twins, I believe one was a boy, one was a girl. I liked Greenlee and Grayson, but I don't know if that's what they. William Powell and Myrna Loy, hilarious lines. He plays a detective. He drinks a lot. They say he's on a case of gin. Oh my goodness, I love that. I'm gonna have to look it up. Myrna, that's a cute name. Kind of like that. Love those things. Thank you. Yeah, I figure, she's very loud, my oldest. So I was like for the twins, I was like Greenlee Jade and Grayson Slade is what I picked out in my head. When I've had too much reality of what we're facing outside of our homes and outside of these groups that we escape to. I watch old movies about romance and family. I remember watching The Unsinkable Molly Brown with my mom. I think wasn't it Doris Day that played her in that movie? And then I like the one with Doris Day and James Gardner where she slaps him in the face while he's sleeping. And then when he comes up, she's like, oh, darling. Like she didn't slap him in the face. I really love old movies too. My all time favorite's Gone with the Wind. So like there are times where I'll just throw it on, like, when you're having a bad day, like your go to movie to help you feel better. My oldest son, his name is Wayne, and I wanted to have another girl and was going to name her Wendy. Well, Wendy turned into Kevin. I like the name Wendy too. It makes me think of Peter Pan. I went to school with a girl named Wendy uh, when I was in like third grade. And I was the only one, in school with the name Gail. So, uh, like I said, I almost wish my mom did name me Spring or Summer, but I am named after my aunt. So I love that movie. I think it was Pillow Talk, the one with Doris Day and James Gardner. They're both phenomenal actors. It's been redone a couple times. Yeah. Sometimes I'm just like, leave it alone. Like it was fine. It was great the way it was. And then every year, The Wizard of Oz comes on, and my grandma was so burnt out on that movie. She was like, I'm tired of watching it every year. Does anyone have any more questions? My boys are Hayden and Hunter. Oh, I like that. My ex is Hugh, and he was the youngest. Family names Harry, Helen, Hope, Hal, and Hans. Almost called my second Harrison. Ooh, like Harrison Ford. Still Magnolias. That movie takes you. Oh my God. Yes. I really love Still Magnolias. And Fried Green Tomatoes. I really love that movie too. Like, what is her name? Can't think of her name. Sally Field. Yeah, she is wonderful in that movie. Like, especially the funeral scene where she's like crying and then she's like, I'm just so mad. And the lady tells her to hit the other lady. Thank you, Gigi. We will be on tomorrow night slinging cards and connecting with spirit for messages. I think you're right. I think so. That cracks me. The Shirley MacLaine plays Weezer, I think is her name. Makes me laugh. Yes, Julie Ann, Denise, and I will be on tomorrow night slinging cards, connecting with spirit for messages. It is a full moon, so we're going to be wild, right? I'm looking forward to it, you guys. I almost canceled tonight, but I'm kind of glad I decided not to, but I think I'm going to start winding down. I'm starting to get a little tired and a little hungry. So, thank you guys all so much for being here for the interesting questions. Sorry for, so much. I'm not used to just being me. I'm used to having people to bounce off of, to play off of, and that sort of thing. So it was a little weird for me tonight to not have that. But hey, I think it still turned out okay. And I really love and appreciate each and every single one of you. Oh, we both like female bonding movies. Yes, absolutely. I love the lighthearted, um, feel good movies. I'll still watch Disney movies. I don't care. You did fine. Thank you, Teresa. Luckily, no wrenches or anything hit me in the head. You know, that sort of thing. The sky is falling. And, after the week I had Wednesday, I was dragging after being in Tulsa all day and all the walking. I'm still kind of recuperating from that too. Have to watch movies together and be like, I'm watching this. I'll probably get off of here and wind down and read a little bit for the night. Um, I hope everything goes good for you Monday with your book launching. Jags, I hope, Teresa, that things go good with your treatment with your breast cancer and with Dude as far as his spleen goes. I'm sending love, light, and positive energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, you guys. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with you. It really does bring a lot of joy into my life. You're part of the teamwork that makes this dream work. It wouldn't be possible without all of you. And I really enjoyed this, even though it felt a little weird to me. But hey, sometimes we got to do what we got to do, right? Good night, everyone. Sending love, light, positive energy your way. Thank you so much.